Hey, it's me, Marquelworld, all things professional wrestling my life. Let's talk about it. Happy Monday, happy Monday. We are talking about none other than Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yes, Steve Austin. We are talking about him and how unfortunately his career took a bat. His career took a bat. It has unfortunately did a lot of damage to him. And what I mean by that is he has to have knee replacement surgery. We know he was taking bumps. We know he was doing the stunner, which requires you to jump and land on your knees, doesn't it? Doesn't he have to go on his knees and do that little motion? And he going on, snapping his knees. Doing that a lot of times, you eventually gonna do something to your knee. Let's do ewrestlingnews.com. It's good to see that Stone Cold Steve Austin is still a topic till this day. He's still a topic. Hey YouTube, hey TikTok, it is me. How are you guys? Happy Monday, by the way. It's gonna be more than likely Tuesday when you watch this because I post after Raw on Mondays. But ewrestlingnews.com, let's quote them. During a recent appearance on the Bobby Cast podcast, Stone Cold Steve Austin stated that he would require knee replacement surgery in the near future due to ongoing issues. Austin had knee injuries prior to becoming a wrestler. Oh, whatever. That didn't help. That didn't help him. Whatever, e-wrestling news. I'm about to give y'all a shout out, and y'all like, well, he had these issues before he was even a wrestler. Well, whatever. Him being a wrestler didn't help. So my point still stands. Austin, from his college football days, during his prime, he was well known for wearing large knee braces. Well, he was wearing that in the wrestling ring, wasn't he, Boo? He was wearing those knee braces. So that is supporting his wrestling career did also take an effect. Austin said, that was my junior year, my first year at North Texas State University, running down on kickoff coverage and hit my guy I was supposed to block, and man, I went down. I never felt anything like what I felt in my left knee, and I tore my ACL. But it was a tear where you tear it in the middle and the edges are kind of frayed. They can either repair it or not repair it based on the strength of my quads and on hamstrings, they didn't repair that knee. So anyway, subsequently, that's what led to all my knee issues down the road. And also that I wrestled a couple years after and I was still doing things with my knee and wearing those knee braces. Let's not forget about that. So I can also, go with what I'm saying. I've had ACL, PCL. Child, I don't even know what PCL is. Is that physical? I don't know what that is. PCL put there from cavitator ligament several years ago. I need a new left knee here pretty quick. Not you need a new left knee. So his whole left knee is wrong. Well, knee replacement. Bro said it's words can't explain really. I mean everything involved in this all felt like everything that I've done and that we've done is to pay tribute to my brother and keep his legacy alive. I'm sorry, I don't really know anything about his brother to speak. It sounds like he's deceased, so I do apologize. I'm not that well informed what his brother. I really, when he was part of his prime, I really wasn't that involved in wrestling since I was really young, or I wasn't even born at the time. I was born in '96, but I wasn't watching wrestling until 2003. So I know who he is, of course. I know he's a legend. I've seen most of his matches from YouTube, but during his run, I wasn't really actively watching due to age. The fact that they're giving me the opportunity to keep that going and to let my brother's vision where he was going with his character still to come to life after he's gone. Okay, that confirms that he is deceased. My apologies. I can't think of anything more important than that. I'm honored and happy, and I just want to keep this rolling because it's keeping me going. Okay, again, I wish I knew more about Stone Cold Steve Austin's brother. So let's do it. Happy Monday again. This was recent. Yeah, Steve Grant Austin, the brother of retired professional wrestler Stone Cold Steve Austin, passed away on May 17, 2024. That was this year. He was 68 years old and died in Hasbro, Illinois. So this was recent. No wonder I didn't know. Mmm. I was looking at something else that said man killed. I was about to say, damn, he also got, oh my gosh, that's horrible what happened to him. But I was reading the wrong thing. But, anyways, my condolences to Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is recent news. This isn't news that is old. This is May. It is now October, June, July, August, September, October. It hasn't even been a full 6 months since his brother has passed away. It hasn't even been half a year. So this is awfully still fresh, and he still needs knee surgery. Stone Cold Steve Austin is going through a phase in his life right now. I'm saying we should pray for him. I don't know. Mentally how he's doing, mourning his brother and also knowing that he has to have knee surgery. I know, of course, he's not going to admit it and be real and say, what, he's depressed or he's going through a lot of things or he's mentally drained. He likes to keep that ego and he likes to be the Stone Cold Steve Austin, the tough guy. So I don't think he's just going to straight up say that, this is mentally putting a strain on me mentally or this is making me sad. We all know the internet wrestling community would drag him, call him weak, say that he needs to grow a pair, grow some balls. He needs to get over it. He is sensitive. You know how the wrestling community is. And go mock him. So he's not going to say that. So my prayers for him that he's actually doing okay mentally. Because this is a lot that he's going through. Knee replacement is kind of like it's kind of like a reminder, like, you know what, I'm getting older or I am older. So now, most of the time when you need knee replacements, usually due to age, you don't usually hear someone in their 20s or 30s or even their 40s getting that. Usually people in their 50s, 60s, 70s. So it's just a sign that you're aging. So that's already something, some people are ready to accept and that you have to adjust to something new and getting used to a whole brand new knee. And then on top of that, you have, 5 months or 6 months ago, not even, that your brother passed away. So that's a lot he's going through. Not to be drama, not to drag this on, not to, not to be funny, but that's a lot that he's going through. So prayers, if he said he's okay, I'll believe his word, but I know he is going through a lot, so he needs any prayers he can get. But I'm hoping that all goes well with the knee replacement. Child, I'm tired. Did he even say knee replacement? Let me make sure I'm talking right. Because I don't want to say knee replacement. They talk about hip replacement. No, they said knee. They said left knee. Knee replacement. So hopefully he does well with the knee replacement. Guys, it's been a long day. I was at long weekend. I was at TNA Impact taping at yesterday. It was like 2 episodes. I left after 3.5 hours. No, I didn't see the big injury that occurred with Chris. So no, I don't have any thoughts of what happened. I guess best luck to him and hope things work out. Don't really know much extent to what happened to Chris Bay, but it was fun. The tapings and Bound for Glory. It was long, so I left early. For the TNA taping. But thank you those for supporting me on TikTok. The 10-minute mark is about to happen. So that being said, thank you guys. TNA, I just really want to put them over. It was such fun going to Bound for Glory, going to the tapings, the talent, the setup. It didn't feel like WWE. It wasn't like the all-time, this the WWE production, but it didn't feel like an indie. It felt like a mixture of indie slash a production, camera crew. This is real time. So congratulations to Impact, to TNA, by those on TikTok. Thank you. Please support. Peace. But no, just a little bit more YouTube to talk about it. I became a huge fan of Mike Speed Bailey. I became a huge fan of his. Before I would talk about him, I would see him, but after seeing him live and Bound for Glory, that I was like, all right, I gotta give it to him. He really impressed me tonight. So huge fan of his. The ladder match between ABC and the Hardys and the System for the main event was good for Bound for Glory. Want to say a lot of spots, even that spear spot. Got to give them kudos. That was good. The Jordan Grace versus Masha was a good. I did not expect that title turn. Josh Alexander showing his heel self was good. It was just most. It was just a good show. I enjoyed it in Chicago. I enjoyed it even more in Detroit because I graduated from Wayne State, so it was good to be back in that the field house where I actually graduated. I was the first class to actually graduate in the field house, and that is where TNA was taped at Wayne State Field House. So it is actually like an arena for the basketball games and for concerts. So it's actual arena, has security, bleachers, floor seats, all that. So it was a good show. It was a good show. TNA did not disappoint. YouTube, thank you so much for the support. But I'm gonna make more videos on what happened with Chris to talk about it real fast. We all know I was a huge fan of his. Kind of still a fan, not the biggest fan as much as I was before, but prayers for him and what happened to him. Again, I was there for TNA Bound for Glory. And I was there for the whole thing. And even stayed for the meet and greet and even met Jordan Grace. And then TNA, I was there for like one taping for one episode. And then they started taping for a whole new episode. And I stayed for an extra hour. And then after like 3.5 hours, I was like, you know what? I have work to go to tomorrow. This is too much. I supported. I bought tickets for both nights. I even bought a meet and greet. That was my support. Even tweeted how great you guys were. Sending you my love, TNA, mwah. I support you guys, so I didn't feel guilty not staying for the extra, 4 more matches that they still had, plus the Joe Hendry and Jeff Hardy match. So ironically, I was leaving when ABC made their way to the ring, and there was no shade at all. I was just like, let me leave during the first entrance before they do this, so I can leave real fast before they get started with the match. Because I would feel it's really disrespectful for me to leave my seat while they're performing or while they're wrestling and walk off while they're wrestling. They're looking at the crowd because I was on floor seats. So it would have been a little rude on floor seats and I'm just walking in the middle of the match. I'd rather walk and leave while they're making their entrance and going with the crowd and people aren't really paying attention to the crowd. It's less noticeable for me to leave while they're making the entrance than for me to leave while everyone's sitting down watching the match. And I'm like, you know what? Let me stand up, grab my bag, grab my coat, and walk while they're all wrestling. They all looking to see who that one person is leaving. So yeah, I didn't see what happened. I heard a lot about it, but prayers for him. Again, it was a great show. It was a great show. So check out TNA. YouTube, thank you so much for supporting. I'll see you guys on the next video. Nothing more to talk about Monday Night Raw. Are you guys still liking the 2-hour Raw? Let me know. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I post wrestling news 3 times a week at least. See you guys on the next video. Peace.